Hello and welcome in. Today I'm going to film another senior strength. This one is primarily core. I'll do some standing core, do some in the chair, and some on the mat. You may choose to do all of them, in which case you're going to want to have your chair and your mat ready to go. But if you just choose to do one or the other, go and get either your mat or your chair and you can have a shorter workout. All right, get your gear and let's get ready to go. Let's see. You can see I have my chair and my mat right behind it. Start my timer. And let's warm up. We're going to use primarily our center. So let's start by tap right here. Just tap to the front. Yes, there will be a balance component because you need a strong core to be able to balance. So as you tap, I want you to pull your belly in. From the side, it looks like this. Yes. So you're not bending way over. Just tap and give me that little crunch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to step out to the side and reach to the front or reach up to the ceiling and reach, come center, reach, come center, reach. So you're reaching up and reaching down. You'll feel your sides working for that. Do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do the other side. Step out, one arm up, one arm down. Step out, come back center. Reach and come center. You got it. Reaching up and down. Feel your whole side. It's your right side. One more. Very nice. Step forward. Step forward. Engage your core. Pull in tight. Catch yourself. Push back. Catch yourself. Push back. Yes, this is all about your core. So pull in tighter and open. Pull in tighter and open. Pull in tighter. 2 more. 1 more. Excellent. Step out. This time I want you to reach. Support here. Reach and reach. Give me that little lean. You got it. And we'll have 4 more. Stretch high. 3, 2, 1. Let's go to the other side. Step out, support, reach, and stretching all the way through that side. Yes, you have it. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. We're going to take our left foot forward. We had our right going forward earlier. And I want you to tighten up, open up, tighten up, open up, contract and open, contract and open. 3, 2, 1. Forward, 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 forward. Tap, 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 tap. Each tap is a contraction. Your belly button is pulling toward your spine. Yep. It's pulling up and in like that. Yes. And your rib cage comes toward your hips. But we're going to go right there, contract. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back, open. As you step back, not there, please. Nice and tall. Open, close. Open, close. The arms aren't as important as right here. Feel stabilizing with your back and your abs, pulling toward each other. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out to the side. This time, we're going to go out to the side. We're going to reach this side. So you're going to crunch. Pulling your ribs toward this hip. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch to the other side. Reach, 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 reach. Stretch up, crunch over. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. This side is going to go back as we open, contract, open, contract, or you could be here. 4, 3, pulling in, front and back, last one, and how you feeling so far? All right, standing against a wall, I would like your feet to come out away from the wall at least 8 inches to a foot, depending on how long your legs are, so that you can lean back, have your back, hips against the wall, contract, have your back against the wall. Yep. So I want my feet a little farther out. So I'm contracted, pulled in really tight. I'm pulling my back into the wall, and I'm going to hold 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Notice my shoulders stayed right where they're at. So as we pull in, try not to be pulled away from the wall, right there. So it's really tight through the lower abdominals in your transverse abdominals. 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Pull that belly button in. Feel that flat, flat, flat. I have no space. Can't put my fingers there. 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Good. And pull. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Pull. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1, release. One more time. Pull. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. How'd you do? Can you feel that working? Yeah? Support on the wall. I want your leg extended, and I want you to just pull your ribs and your hips toward each other. At the same time, belly button and spine are pulling toward each other, so you're in neutral position. Yes? And pull, pull, pull. So it's not a big movement. 8, 7, 6. Keep pulling in through the belly. 4. Feel your obliques work. 2, 1. You might have also felt that hip working. So you can flip over to do your other side. Or since I don't want to present my backside to you, I'll just go to my other wall. You can be here or you can be here. You could hang on to a chair as well. Are you ready? All your weight is on this leg and contract right there. Bring that hip up. You got it. Bring your ribs down toward the hip and the hip up toward the ribs. Or 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Hover your toe right over the floor. Pull in nice and tight. The contraction of your abdominals. Do you see what happens when I contract? How it lifts my hip forward? Hold your legs out straight. As you contract, let it lift that foot from the floor. So I could lift my leg this way, but that's not happening because of the contraction of my abdominals. So this is locked in place, and it's this contraction that takes that foot just slightly off the floor. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do the other side. Are you ready? Got your balance? Pull in. Contract and contract. Release, contract, release. As you release, really important, don't go too far. Just back to neutral. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And good. Are you ready to take a seat? Come on into the chair. I'm going to turn my chair slightly to the side. You'll notice I sit at the front of my chair. I'm not back here resting. So I'm holding myself up at the front of my chair. Lift, 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 lift. Good. And hands right here, just cross. Yes, right on top of the shoulders. And pull the belly button toward your spine. Do you see what happened? That small contraction. Good. Let's do 8 more of them. 8, 7. Just pull that belly button toward your spine. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And adding the lift of a knee. So again, we could do that all day, but the contraction of the abdominals is going to pull that leg up at the same time as I'm crunching forward. Let's do 8, 7, 6. So my hips are rocking in the chair. 4, 3, 2, 1. What I mean by my hips rocking, I'll turn further to the side, is when I lift that leg, my hips rock back toward the back of the chair, and then I pull myself back up nice and tall. So I'm using muscles of the back, they're getting stretched, and then they're contracting to pull me back up. And in the front, I'm contracting, and then they stretch as I come back to center. So both sides are working at the same time. Are you ready to do the other side? Let's cross those hands. You may leave your feet on the floor if you need to, or you may be right here. Contract. Those hips roll. You feel yourself rolling back toward your tailbone. Then lift back up again off of that tailbone. 4, 3, 2, up nice and tall. 1, very nice. Bring your hands right here. Rotate to the right. Come back center. Rotate to the right. Come back center. Notice my legs don't move. Just my upper torso moves. And my hands, this is not a pull with my elbows. The rotation comes from right here. My arms stay in place. Let's do 4 more. Sitting nice and tall. No collapsing toward the tailbone. And good. Let's go to the other side. So do you see a difference if I just pull my elbows? And when I have my entire torso turn, that's what you want. That's what's going to make your obliques work. You want strength through your obliques and flexibility. Put on your seatbelt. Reach around and grab something behind you. Dancing. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. How are you feeling? Feeling okay? All right. Place your hands right out, pointing toward your knees. Pull that belly button in toward your spine and that contraction again. So now we're going straight in, and our hands are going to move toward the chair, but that's not because I'm doing this. The arms stay there. It's the abdominals that create that movement. Yes? 4, 3, 2, 1. Take both hands on the same side. Same idea. Contract, but this time to the side. 8, 7, 6. Pull it down. Pull it down. What are you pulling from? Right there. It's going across. Across. Let's take both hands on the other side. Same thing. Feel that crossing muscle contraction across your torso. I hope you're feeling this. 8, 7, 6. Last 4. 3, 2, 1. And how have you done so far? Are you feeling all right? We're going to do a little bit more for our backs, and we're going to stand, and then we're going to go to the floor. How am I doing on time? Good. So this is standing with your toes next to the wall. Do you remember getting sent to the corner when you were little? If you were naughty? So stand up nice and tall next to the wall. Then go ahead and take your hips to the wall. There. And if you don't have a microphone in front of your face, you can actually take your nose to the wall as well. I would like you to take your shoulders and pull them away. And then I want you to go ahead and pull your head away and pull back up and relax. So shoulders away, head and chest away. Notice my head. I don't tilt my head. My head stays in alignment with my spine, using these muscles alongside my back to contract to pull me away. Come back center and release. So shoulder blades squeeze back, shoulders down. Then hands slide down past your hips as you contract away. Hold, pull back, and release. Do that again. Contract. Shoulder blades relax and pull away, hold, 3, 2, 1, and relax. How did that feel? So that's working through extension of the spine, which is really good for our posture as well as helping it to balance, because we don't want to only be here. We need to have a strong back as well. That's part of the core. It's time for your mat. So if you're going to do mat work, join me. If you are not going to go to the floor, please stick around, have a drink of water for a couple of minutes. Maybe you can repeat what you did in the chair, because it's pretty much the same exercises. And then we'll all stretch together. I'm going to bring this down with me so I can see. Yes, we've got 10 minutes left. Make sure you drink water throughout, please. All right, if you're going to the floor, you're all the way down, flat on your back. It does help to have a mat to cushion. And the same thing we did against the wall, all we're going to do is pull our belly button toward our spine, hold, 3, 2, 1, and release. Contract and pull the belly button down toward the floor and hold 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Your hands can be relaxed down. I just wanted you to see how my spine goes down. I have no gap, and you could probably see my hips slightly roll up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. But we are leaving our hips down on the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. All right. Remember when we did these and we pulled with our belly button toward our spine? That was exactly this. So your head comes up with your chest and shoulders. Please bring your chin just slightly forward. That will help to take tension off of your back. Not so hard that you can't breathe. You want to breathe through that. So we go. 8, 7, 6. It's the contraction right here. 4, 3, 2, 1. And good. How are you feeling? Right here. This is the hands down, reaching past the knees. And it's the same thing. It's not the hands going. It's this contraction that brings us up and takes our hands closer to the floor. Good. 8, 7. Now, if you want to, you can take a break in between each rep and go all the way to the floor. If you're feeling strong, you can just keep the head and shoulders slightly lifted and just contract. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Both hands to one side. It's that same thing. Now, if your neck gets tired, you could also take one hand behind your head and let your head rest back in that hand. 2, 1. Make sure you're not using that hand to pull you up. Your head is resting in that hand. And again, this contraction pulls everything up. So you can be here, but if you need some support, you could also be there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Yes, it's a little bit harder on the floor because you're pulling yourself up against gravity. So yes, you're going to work a little harder. Remember the knee. So that's right here. Pull that knee. Real important, as the foot goes back to the floor. I don't know if you can see this. I'll pull my shirt nice and tight. You want to make sure that the hips, the back doesn't release off of the floor. Can you see how my hand now can go way under? You don't want to do that. You want to keep pulled down. I can't. So as that leg is down, don't let this arch up. Keep that down. It's right there. And you could be right here. You can have a little support for that head. It's up to you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Go as slow as you need to so you can definitely feel that the contraction and the stability that you're creating through your spine. Last one. Very nice. Take a deep breath. Just for fun. Grab behind that leg, bring it up, and whee! All right. Sit up nice and tall. We did those rotations. You could do those in the chair, but you could also do these on the mat. And we go. Again, it's the torso that creates that rotation. 2 more. Let's switch. Yes, please do go ahead and let your head turn with your torso as opposed to trying to crane and look the opposite direction. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we have just enough time left to do our prone exercises, which were the ones we did standing against the wall. So you would have yourself face down. Start off with your hands directly underneath your shoulders and using the muscles between your shoulder blades, pull your hands away from the mat so your shoulder blades are squeezed toward each other, and use the muscles alongside your spine to pull your chest and shoulders away and then relax. And again, you don't have a microphone, so don't worry. You can go ahead and relax your forehead all the way down to the floor. So pull those elbows toward the center of your back and then contract and pull away. Hold it and then relax. How you doing? Do that again. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Pull away. Hold. 3, 2, 1, and release. One more time. Squeeze together and pull away. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Press yourself up to hands and knees. Beautiful work. Round like a cat. And release. Walk your hands forward and pull away, dropping your head down toward the mat. It doesn't have to go onto the mat. Opening up the back. Did you notice that you still were working some of your postural muscles? Go ahead and push yourself up to a standing position. I'm going to show you that same stretch we just did. So right here, You could hang on to the wall or hang on to your chair and just step back and then drop your head between your arms. And that should feel really good. And then step in, and that cat stretch, all you're going to do is pull your belly button up and pull it up, up, up. Feel your shoulder blades go wide across your back. Open up that back, and then back to neutral and standing up. Take a nice deep breath in. I'm getting all tangled up in my necklace here somehow. Here we go. Take a deep breath and exhale. How did you do? We're going to do a little bit more stretching, but I'm going to adjust. Good timing. All right. Finishing. You could be right against the wall, or you could just stand. But if you want some support for your balance, right here, and all I want you to do is reach and open and release. Other side. So we're opening up our core. Take a deep breath. Open up. Open up. Very nice. And press away. Deep breath. Exhale. And step out. Foot's turned out. Knees bent. Reach up. Give me that long stretch through this side. We worked through those obliques. And let's go to the other side. A strong core is so important for holding us up, helping us to keep a balance. So I hope you enjoy the core work, whether you do mostly all standing, all sitting, or doing it on the floor, or doing all three. Thanks for being here. Seeing your strength one more time.